My name is Robert Lustig. I am a pediatric neuroendocrinologist. I'm an Emeritus Professor of Pediatrics in the Division of Endocrinology at the University of California, San Francisco. I was head of the pediatric obesity program here for 17 years. I was probably one of the first to identify sugar as a specific toxin, that is, a poison to our metabolism. And I have been trying to fix the food supply ever since. Several months ago, Svetlana Elgart, the head of Rainbow Chefs Academy, approached me because she had read Metabolical and saw that the precepts that I laid out in this book basically provided her with the science for why her program was effective. She wanted me on board to help her hone her curriculum to make sure that she was teaching the most up-to-date, the most advanced, and the most effective method for teaching children not just how to eat, but how to understand science. Well, this is my goal, this is my mission as well, and so it was a natural that I would join Svetlana's board, and I'm delighted to be part of Rainbow Chefs Academy. The general public still believes that a calorie is a calorie, that it doesn't matter where the calories come from. Ultimately, they all go into a big engine, and somehow that engine burns those calories. Now, if that were true, and if a calorie were a calorie, then obesity and these chronic diseases that we're dealing with would be about energy balance. They would be about calories in, calories out. Therefore, they would be about two behaviors, gluttony and sloth. Therefore, they would be about diet and exercise. They would be about any calorie can be part of a balanced diet. They would be about if you're fat, it's your fault. Now, I knew this was not true. But what I have since learned over the past 10 years is that corporate interests want you to continue to believe that. In fact, a calorie is not a calorie. Different calories are metabolized in the body in different ways. And therefore, they set you up for different diseases. When you understand that, you can actually change your diet and mitigate many of those, if not all of those diseases. Type 2 diabetes, hypertension, lipid problems, heart disease, cancer, dementia, fatty liver disease, polycystic ovarian disease. These are all diseases of the mitochondria, the little energy burning factories inside each of our cells. When we fix our mitochondria, these diseases disappear. And you can do that with food. I wrote Metabolical to explain that to the general public and to give people the understanding as to why their current food supply has to be changed, why they're poisoning themselves to death. We've been trying to educate our way out of this disaster, and it hasn't worked. And the reason is because we actually need to do two things: education and implementation. Yes, we have to teach the children. No argument. But then we have to give the children the skills to be able to use that information to actually better their lives. And what's worse is when they leave school, they go home to a toxic food environment set up by their parents because their parents don't know the difference. So if you don't help the kid fix the parents, then you can't move the needle. The goal is to turn these kids into little chefs so that when they go to the store with their parent and they go into the produce aisle, the kid says, "Hey, Mom, there's an artichoke. Can we have that for dinner?" And the mom says, "I don't know how to cook an artichoke." But the kid says, "Yeah, but I do." And then the kid becomes the positive disruptive force in the household. Ultimately, we have to impart the skills that the parents should have had to the children in order to actually fix the parents. This is what Rainbow Chefs Academy is all about. This is its mission, and this is why I am 100% on board.